What is up, guys? My name is Spectral and welcome back to the greatest topic video series ever made. Now today's topic is something I'm about to experience for the very last time, and that is church camp. Now some of you have been to church camp before. Some of you have already went to your church camp for the summer. My church camp starts tomorrow, which is today if you're watching this when it first comes out. Church camp is a wonderful place. It's a place full of a melting pot of people, and it can be either really fun or really awful. And it all really depends on your attitude. But we'll get back to that later. Today I want to just talk about the ins and outs of church camp. What not to do, what to do, and how to make sure you get to come back the next year. First of all, wherever your church camp is, whether it's in the middle of the woods or it's in a complex, it's worth the trip. But don't be that guy on the trip up there or the trip down there or whatever direction your church camp is that messes with everyone trying to take a nice nap. Because odds are they had to wake up early to get to the church early, to leave early, to get to church camp on time for registration. So odds are they want a nap on the way there. Don't be that guy that tries to talk to people while they're napping, take pictures of them while they're sleeping, takes videos of them snoring, and wakes them up. Don't be that guy. Now when you finally get to church camp and you look around and you see all your buddies that you've missed for an entire year, or it's your first time at church camp and you're thinking, wow, look at this place, this is huge, or this is really small, or is this really church camp? Well, I guess, my friend, this is church camp, and it's named church camp for a reason. This is not a place for the F-bomb, this is not a place for makeout sessions, and this is not a place for fights. So you've made the ride there. You first walked into church camp, and odds are you're probably going to go to your dorm or whatever cabin or wherever you're sleeping and figure out which bed you're going to be sleeping in for the next 5 or so days. Now this is crucial. If you want the best sleeping of your life, here is my advice. Pick the edge bed of the cabin, dorm, wherever you are. Pick the very edge and pick the bottom bunk. See, that way you're away from all the idiots that keep you up till 2 o'clock in the morning, and you also get shade from the bunk above you from any sort of light that comes in at nighttime. And usually people mess with people on the top bunk more than they do on the bottom bunk. And that brings me into pranks. If you're going to do a prank, it better be the best prank you've ever done. And my advice on that, do it on the last day. Because on the last day, you can't be sent home early. They can't really punish you that much. So doing it on the last day is most beneficial to you if you get caught. And it's a little bit easier on the person being pranked because it is the last day, and if you do something very drastic, they don't have to go through church camp with that. My advice for a few small pranks and not getting caught is putting crumbled crackers in someone's bed, blowing an air horn to wake someone up. The classic steal their towel and clothes while they're in the shower, that's a good one. Unless you don't like seeing mid or women, if you're watching, naked while they walk through the dorm, that's probably not a good idea. And last but not least, my favorite prank by far, my room looks different today. Now camp counselors have it a little bit rough because they have to deal with all of you for 5 or so days. But there are times when the camp counselor is not in your room or in your cabin. Now the only thing that would stop this prank is if the beds were bolted to the floor or they were built into the floor. Now, unless you're in prison, that's probably not going to be the case. So this is pretty successful. First, you're going to need a lot of manpower. Second, a good person to build mazes. And third, something valuable for your camp counselor to go through the maze to get. Now first, you reorganize every single bed until it makes a maze throughout the dorm room to get to the counselor's bed. So you put the counselor's bed at the very end, preferably with all his stuff on it, and preferably against a wall so he can't get to it by cheating. Then you wait, and eventually your counselor will come back to your room and wonder, this room looks completely different. All the beds are formed into a maze. Where is my bed? Where is my stuff? Did I just get pranked? They're in big trouble if I can't get my stuff. Now for a good minute or two, it's really hilarious watching the expression on your camp counselor's face. But after those 2 or so minutes, he finds his stuff, he gets his stuff, and then it's not funny anymore, and then you have to move back all the beds. But it's totally worth it. For the camp counselor to see how much effort you put in to a tiny little prank is priceless. It's just that look of, really? You wasted energy on this? I could get to my stuff. You're not really in trouble. Oh, but that's the best part. The best pranks are when you get the counselor to not get you in trouble. So getting past pranks, we're going to talk about one more topic before we end this video. This topic hurts me. Church camp is not a dating website. Church camp is not about the women. It's not about the guys. It's about God. It's about you getting closer to God. Not about you getting your mouth closer to another person's mouth and just sucking just all the time. And you can tell when that's what they want. You can tell because all of church camp, that one guy is hanging out with that girl, eating with that girl, sitting next to that girl in church, constantly just right there next to her. And you know, they're looking for a spot to make out. They're scoping out the campus. Let me tell you something. Everyone knows your game. Everyone knows what you want. It's no secret that you like her. It's no secret that you like him. So don't even hide it. Don't even try to hide it. We all know what you're trying to do here. And it's not working, hopefully. Because church camp is called church camp for a reason. You're there because it's church camp. You're there to get closer to God, not to find the love of your life in a 5-day span. Well, that's none of my business. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit more of a don'ts of church camp more than a do's, but the do's of church camp is a little bit self-explanatory. I mean, just worship God, make friends, do what you love, have fun, have a good attitude. Good Lord, have a good attitude. So guys, I hope you have a good day. Hope you liked the video. If you liked it, press that like button. If you didn't like it, press the dislike button. Helps me know what you guys want and what you guys don't want. Leave your criticism in the comments below. I will definitely read every single one of them. Press that subscribe button. It's waiting for you. Make me really happy. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. God bless.